I assume I am too.
All right. Hello, anyone who
I-
is happen to be listening yet, and welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, join here. You got both the biscuits. You got Owen over there.
Both the biscuits.
Yep. You got Owen over there. You got me here. And yeah, we're just getting set up here real quick, and we'll be with you shortly. We'll be jumping into
Delightful.
the chat.
And I just need to make sure that you are roughly comparable in volume.
Okay.
See if we can do that. I do not miss, by the way, the whole after you start streaming, not really knowing on PS4 if you're quite streaming yet.
Right.
Do not miss that. I never liked it, and it was never good. And stuff.
And
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
stuff.
I'm live on Mixer and Twitch. John's live on YouTube if you want to see
yeah.
his side of things. But we're basically going to be playing the same thing, so
Yep. Yeah, so
deal with it.
I'm going to drop it in the chat here, but just to let everyone know that if you want to see Owen's point of view of things, you can do that over at... I'm going to drop that in chat. You can go over to mixer.com/notbiscuits if you prefer that.
And I can tell you, you will be hearing my point of view whether you choose to see it or not, because I've got
Yeah.
opinions. I'm going to make you all listen to them. Did you guys hear, did you, John, hear the very surprising news? Oh no, are you done with the intro yet? And then I'll tell you the very surprising news.
Well, you already teased it, so might as well go for it.
Sure. While we're doing that, I'll send you a party invite, and you can sort this out. We can fire team up.
Hello,
But I'll tell you
Dexray.
the very
Welcome.
surprising news. Hello, Dexray. How you doing? Before I get into the very surprising news, I just wanna just advise you to just be bracing yourself. You know, I just want to make sure that you sat somewhere where you're safe. You're not gonna fall over in shock.
I am on a
and
very comfortable
just-
couch.
Definitely not a racist. PewDiePie did another racist.
Oh.
Now
Oh
I just
my.
I know that's gonna come as a shock
I'm
to,
Shocked.
to both of us.
just flabbergasted.
I know, because as we both know,
Hornswoggled.
PewDiePie, definitely not in any way a racist. But this actually, if you guys haven't heard the story, this is actually a really tragic story. There's this guy called PewDiePie, and he's definitely not a racist. Definitely not a racist at all.
Mhm.
But he keeps accidentally, really sadly, saying and doing racist things that make people think he's a racist when he's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's super unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the greatest human tragedy of our time.
It's getting up there. I mean, we have the Hindenburg and then PewDiePie.
Right.
Right.
Ironically, the next one is the Holocaust, and he's about to surpass that.
Really trying to
Despite
avoid
not-
saying that. I really was.
I know. This is not my own channel, though, so I can get away with it. Oh no, now I'm the not a racist who has accidentally done a racist.
Yeah, you're the next PewDiePie.
Shit. Gamerlet says we have 9/11 then pewds. You said it, not me.
Never forget.
Never forget the day PewDiePie did a racist. I did see that great. It wasn't.
You
know
need
that
to stop
Tess of the
saying
Onion?
"did a racist" because it sounds like he had relations with. Like,
I wouldn't put it past him.
all right. All right. Well, let's load into an activity, and then you can continue on with your.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, what activity would you like to do, Jonathan?
I've been enjoying Crucible
You
lately.
want to do Strike? Oh, you want to do? Yeah, all right, let's do Crucible. What the hell about? Yeah. Oh man, where the hell is the Crucible? Crucible. There we go. My eyes aren't working. Tiny Bit Secret says he did not have relations. I did not have relations with that racist. Sorry, it's just very funny to me.
I love how you're reading my chat.
Yeah, well, there's no one in my chat. To be fair, I'm dropping frames a little bit. I was dropping frames for a moment. I'm streaming. I was supposed to be streaming at 48 frames per second, but it didn't quite take.
Yep. I'm gonna drop it in the chat
Let's
again real
test
quick.
it out.
If you want to see Owen's point of view, you can hit right over to this address right here. Mixer.com/notbiscuits. That'll take you right to our Mixer feed, which Owen is running right now.
Yeah. And I'd just like to say,
Yeah.
if you want to be my lover, you are required to get with my friends.
And I have it on good authority that Owen would, in fact, do anything for love. But he won't do that.
Do you know what's really interesting about that? Like, I'm a humble sort of guy. I'm not a ladies' man. I'm not a Casanova. I wouldn't claim to have been with many women in my life, you know?
Clearly.
But I can I can tell you one thing. Even I have learned about women that if you really want to be with someone, getting with their friends is probably a really bad thing to do for the security of the long-term relationship. You know what I mean?
Well, you know...
There aren't many people. There aren't many people who are like...
Owen, stop right there. Thank you very much. But sometimes women need someone with a human touch.
And what could be more human than sleeping with someone's best friend? Is that what you're saying here?
Yes. Hello, Sinister
'Cause
Minister.
tonight
He says hi.
is the
Bye.
night when three become one. Tiny Bit Secret says, sure, but if friends don't like you, then you out. Oh no, I'm not saying don't build good and meaningful
the friends don't like you as a
with
lover?
your girlfriend's friend. It's not how it goes down, is it? You got with my best friend? Oh, you do care. Let's get married.
Yeah, but then it's like, wait. You hooked up with my boyfriend, and he's a terrible lover? Fuck him. Like, hello,
Right.
Chicken Lisa. Welcome. And hello, Frankie.
The subtext of that song is, I require my friends to playtest all my boyfriends.
Their Q&A. Their quality assurance.
If you want to be my lover, you gotta pass 6 months of rigorous testing.
So you say he finished within a minute. Can you recreate that glitch?
Wow. And after 6 months, the boyfriend's like, you know what? Fuck the relationship. QA was enough. I'm done for life. That's it. I'm tapped out.
This is... baby, don't go anywhere. That was just a beta. Oh, it's mayhem. Okay.
You all know that beta just means demo these days. No, honey, it's not like that.
Gamer Lad says, I'm back, and the first thing I heard was, I just met up with my boyfriend. Well, yeah.
Hello,
did hear that.
Chaos, who says, this feels backwards. I suppose it does a little bit. Alright, let's see. I'm totally out of it today. Now, I'm having occasional bits of frame drops over in the Mixer chat. I do
Okay.
apologize, everybody, if I should get caught by those. I'm going to try and see what I can do after this game if it ends up a little badly. I was trying to set it to 48 frames per second, just as sort of an intermediary between 60, because I just want to see how it looked.
Right.
But it's still streaming at 30, but still giving me the drop frames. Actually, I've been having a little bit of drop frames ever since my router went down the other day. Anyway, stuff and reasons. So yeah, what you may not know, and this is the very important news, the tragic stories I will cover again. It's a very tragic story. We covered this in the beginning, but I'll go through it for people in the chat. There is this really unfortunate guy. He's called PewDiePie. You might have heard of him. And he's definitely not a racist.
Right.
But despite
definitely.
the fact that he's... Yeah. Despite the fact that he's definitely not a racist, he keeps accidentally saying and doing things that a racist would do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of a mystery. He doesn't know how it keeps happening. No one else knows. But the one thing his 75 million followers are all pretty sure on is he's definitely not a racist.
Right.
Just keeps accidentally doing the racist things. So, it's sad, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you hate to see that happen, right? Just...
Right. I mean, it's weird because obviously it's such a risk, and yet I can also say it's never happened to me. I don't know how I've managed to dodge this bullet up until now. And I would say, like, I could be recalling wrong. I don't think it's ever happened to you.
No.
So we've obviously been incredibly lucky.
Right. Because it could have happened at any time.
It could have happened at any time, yeah. And yet, it hasn't happened to either of us, but this poor PewDiePie guy, over the last year, I think it's been like 3-4 times.
Yeah, it's...
said and done a racist, despite not being racist at all.
Right.
Not even a little bit.
It's
tragic.
I mean, like you said, it is the tragedy of our day and age. So what did he do? All right, what did he actually do? All right, let's stop playing the game. Like, what did racist PewDiePie do?
Well, okay. So like all of the things he did, it's one of those things where it skirts just on the right side of deniability that just once it would be the kind of thing you'd let go. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
He gave a shout out at the end. He did a video to kind of see out this whole sub to PewDiePie thing, at the end of that. And he shouted out 28 channels. And one of the channels he shouted out, he said they do really good video essays, and I really liked his video on Death Note.
Right.
And then people went to look at the channel, and a lot of his video essays are overtly like white supremacist stuff.
Oh, good.
And have been for a very long time.
Right.
And in the specific video PewDiePie had been seen to comment on, he had a whole section like making fun of that woman who got killed at that Trump protest.
Oh.
So he'd definitely seen the video. And he's responded. He made a video that did not include the words "I'm sorry" at all. In fact, he was mostly making fun of it. And the media just trying to bring him down and make it a controversy for nothing. He did take the clip out of the video, but his thing was, I shouted at 28 people, and look what I said in the video. I just said I liked the anime review, and I didn't even know that it was a white supremacist channel. Police said, not me. But it's just one of those things where, like, if it was the first time, I would say that. I'd be like, okay, he just put 28 videos in there that had videos he'd seen and he liked, and he didn't stop to think that he'd be recommending white supremacists. What the hell? But this is like strike 3.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if it was the first thing that had happened, you could just go, okay, he was just a little irresponsible. He has 75 million people watching, but he just thought, fuck it, I won't see who I'm recommending. You know what I mean? Like, I could buy it the once.
Okay. Let me catch up with the chat real quick here. Tiny Bessica says, mayhem, as in May, Theresa Mayhem. She says that'd be a good UK politics headline right now. GamerLad says, hey Owen, in case you missed it, last Not Biscuit stream was about 2 hours of joke telling, yet it was also the best time of my life. Yeah, it was a good time. We were telling terrible jokes.
Good time.
Terrible jokes. And hello, Loose Corner. Or Chaos says, however, he just happened to have that uniform. I think he's talking about Pewds there.
Everyone has one of those in their closet. Well, which one? Because he did a video where he was wearing like a weird fascist uniform in one, but there was also like a...
What makes it weird?
Like a click hole. Like an Onion article. It wasn't the Onion, but there was also like an Onion article going around that just said, halfway through a stream, PewDiePie accidentally puts on a full KKK outfit. So maybe I was talking about that one, but I think that one was fake. It was great though, because that's the thing. Oh no, whoops! I did a racist again, and I didn't mean to, but I did it. Sorry, Mom. You know what I mean? It's every time now.
Right.
Endlessly. Okay, so I seem to have fixed the drop frames issue for now. I have no idea what it's doing.
If you're wondering what Owen is talking about, he is live over on Mixer and Twitch, from his point of view. Right, from his perspective.
Yeah, although I'm just gonna stop my stream and start it again.
All right, don't go right now, but in a little bit, go check him out. And if you haven't followed us on Twitter, or excuse me, on Mixer, go check that out.
Yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, Mixer is a cool service. I happen to enjoy Mixer. There's some issues, and they need to work out, but I think I really like it. I've been saying for a while that I'm ready to jump on that bandwagon.
jump on the Mixer bandwagon.
Jump on the Mixer bandwagon. There's just certain functions that seem like, yeah, this is good. This is nice. One thing I really enjoy is the Spark system, because I mean, for right now it's meaningless to like you and me, but at a certain point, when your channel gets big enough, those sparks actually start to matter. And what I like about it is that those sparks.
Shall I get us into another match?
Yeah. I thought we were doing that.
Yeah,
okay,
so did I, but then it seemed to have kicked out the main thing.
So Orkea says, I don't get the sparks thing. Yeah, let me explain the sparks thing. So what it is that once you reach a certain level of followership, you can become a partner. And when you become a partner, what they do is they run these time frames. And it seems to be either 7 or 5 day periods where, based on how many sparks your viewership spend on you, it gives you cash bonuses as a streamer. And I've seen some of the bigger channels get upwards of $500, $600 of these bonuses depending on how many sparks are being spent. And plus, they're just kind of goofy ways to interact with the chat. You know, people post GIFs and they post, little stickers, and they can make funny things happen. I know a lot of the bigger channels use like a soundboard that you can use your sparks to make funny sounds happen. Something that, it's a level of interactivity with the audience that goes beyond just hello, and that interests me. Like,
that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, before you get partnered, it's not such a big deal. But once you get past that point, the sparks do start to really matter.
Alex says, Owen misses the sparks with multi-chat anyway. Do you know, it's not so much the multi-chat, because I do occasionally like flip through the different tabs and look at it. It's because I have to use Edge for my stream, frustratingly. Because I use it for my YouTube stream because with Chrome, if you try and pop out the chat and then zoom in, it won't let you zoom the chat separately to the main page. So if I zoom the chat to the size I need it, every other tab gets zoomed in even though I don't want them to be. Edge doesn't do that. So for the time being I'm on there, I'm going to try Firefox and see if that works better. For some reason on Mixer, my chat will not show on Edge, which is really irritating.
Because I use Edge and it works just fine.
Yeah, it's really strange. I don't know why it's doing it, but it just won't show the chat. It just zooms off the side.
Yeah.
Not because I have the page squished up kind of funny, but we shall see.
So yeah, I wanted to throw this to the audience here. Not making any definite plans at all. But I'm just curious, what sort of you guys have any suggestions for a single player game with a story, like a nice campaign, that you wouldn't mind seeing me and Owen play together?
Yeah, we love it. This guy says it's like Owen speaking on a tin can here. Yeah, it's because I have to use my other mic.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
he's a little. What you're hearing is the party chat from PlayStation, which always kind of.
Whoa, hello.
Yeah, sorry, that was.
Drops a plate.
Yeah,
that's what it does. Party chat on PlayStation. It's a bugger for it.
You
drop the plates again, party chat. No.
Arcas, so you'd be switching or co-op? More or less one person playing and other person commentating as they play. If you guys ever watch like the Game Grumps,
doing that though.
Huh?
We still don't have a great way of doing that though.
Well, I mean, with my internet being better, the share play works better.
Well, the share play's okay. I always wanted to see if we could get a really low latency stream.
We tried that though. It didn't really work great.
Well, sure, but the share play latency sucks too.
Not as bad. I was still seeing things as you did.
Nah. From platform. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, do you know what would work? Just occurred to me. If oh man, it might. But there might be some issues with. There might be some issues with. accounts that would make it a little bit tricky. But what if we tried similar to the SharePlay thing? But I'm guessing on your laptop you have the Xbox account, you know?
Right.
The Xbox app. If we made a Those Aren't Biscuits Xbox account,
Ooh.
right?
Right.
And then I could log into it on my Xbox One and use the SharePlay thing function to your laptop for the Xbox app. And then we'd be able to do it with Xbox games.
Oh, that's possible.
That'd be worth trying. We can give it a go.
Give it the old college try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't, in theory, as long as we get it set up, there's no reason why it should be substantially higher latency than the PS4 one, right?
Real quick, goodbye, gamer lad. He says gotta go, probably won't be back. Oh, nice seeing you. Drop in anytime.
Whatever. It's not worth it, gamer lad. There's so much to live for.
There's so many more
Damn it.
racist moments from PewDiePie that could happen. You don't want to miss those.
He's just there, burning a giant cross on his keyboard. Like, no, so what happened was I was holding some lighter fluid and praying to Jesus. It was a complete accident.
Yeah.
You know, it could have happened to anyone.
I was trying to pray and, toke up at the same time, and...
I just spilled the lighter fluid everywhere. What are you talking about? It's happened again! No! The non-racist has done a racist again, and it... Poor me. Poor me. The media! It was
media!
The media, Swedish accent.
Let's see here. Gamerlad did suggest, though, that he wouldn't mind seeing us play Just Cause or Hitman. I bet you that
Actually,
those...
he said Just Cause / Hitman, which I think is like a crossover game.
Well, they're both Square.
I'd love that. I would love it if that existed. I don't own a Hitman game, and the problem is I'd love to do Just Cause, and I own Just Cause 3. I don't know exactly what that would be because 4's out now. It would just be 2 hours of, why aren't you playing Just Cause 4?
You know what? I think I would probably enjoy playing that new Hitman. That game looks a lot of fun, and it's really goofy.
Yeah, no, I never played a Hitman game, so this might be a good way of like getting into it without me having to play it. You know?
Well, that
you
new
can
one,
buy it.
that
I'll
new,
commentate.
that new one doesn't play like the old ones do, and that's what everyone likes about it.
This guy says, I'm a bit nervous on getting a PS4. I don't want to order a refurbished one and end up with a bad, evil, hacked PS4, but maybe I'm a bit silly. Well, I mean, firstly, don't order a refurbished one would seem to be the perfect solution to that. They're not that much cheaper than refurbished, really.
Right.
But what I will say is, with the refurbished ones, the stores just... I mean, they're not selling hacked PS4s, because that would be illegal.
Right.
But they just take old PS4s that were sent in for repair, and it's usually like they were sent in for repair and the owners were like, no, fuck it, it's not worth it that much to me to repair it, right? You know what I mean? And so they do the repair job and then they wipe them to factory settings and sell them, you know what I mean? I mean, literally the worst case scenario if you've got a hacked one, which it wouldn't be because they're all software hacks, it would just be reset when they did it. It'll have been tested when they sent you it. But like the worst case scenario is you have a PS4 that you've bought with the ability to play homebrew and pirate games, which is not the worst thing to ever happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, if you're getting it from a console, a retailer that just is a normal retailer but they sell refurbished games, they'll just repair it and then run the factory reset. You know, that's all they do. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, you're safe. I mean, there may be a couple that have been hexed by an evil gypsy witch, but
Right.
I mean that happens with retail as well.
At least that's what PewDiePie keeps saying. Can't go. You know that 3-hour stream he did yesterday about how you're going to be careful around gypsies? Went on about 6 hours. He was supposed to be playing Get Over It, but just spent the whole time. And then afterwards he was like, sorry, it was an accident. A gypsy cursed me.
Damn gypsies.
God, for the power to clip that out of context. No, I wouldn't worry about buying a refurbished one. I mean, I don't think I've ever bought a refurbished console, but that's mostly because, in my experience, they're not that much cheaper. And 9 times out of 10, when I secure funding for a console, I don't tend to just buy them. I tend to either buy them like on my store card or with interest free or something like that. So there's no point getting a refurbished one. But it wouldn't bother me. I mean, 9 times out of 10 they have warranties too, right? You know, the retailers give them a decent refurbished warranty. I'd probably buy one from Computer Exchange, which is where I get all my secondhand junk. That's where I'm going to get my GPU for my PC. Or maybe I get a hacked GPU that's evil and will only play Jurassic Park Trespasser.
That is evil.
I read an article about that recently. It was from the guy who made Jurassic Park Trespasser. Well, it was an interview with him, and he was like, well, I said, how about we do all this, and it'll be really cool. And then they put me in charge of a team, because I was like a hotshot developer, and then nobody checked to see if I had any experience managing a team, and it turns out I didn't know how to do all the stuff I'd said we could do. That was basically like the gist of the interview. Yeah. Well, yeah, but it was like 20 years ago now, you know? But I quite liked it.
How long does that Shadow Blink thing last?
What mode are we even playing?
Capture? Like, oh, so that's what those letters on the screen were for. Let's see here. Orcas did say a new PS4 with the game was only $200 here, at least during the recent sales. Yeah, the Black Friday sales, there were some pretty good ones. Wow, that guy. He's good. He's good. he's real good. Fair play to him.
I don't know, like, I don't know what console I'm like. I don't know if there's any new hardware I'm interested in at the moment. I feel like we're in a kind of an interesting phase, so I know I have to think about it for a while. They're teasing that Nintendo Switch Pro, but I must admit the Switch Online service has me less excited for Switch stuff. It's like just because I'm determined to not get it. I'm determined to not get something everybody thinks is terrible, just because I can't play online without. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm holding the line on this one, but it has put me.
We
in this
draw the line
like,
here.
Yeah. No more. It has sort of put me in this position where I'm like, okay, well, if this is a Switch game where a substantial part of the appeal is online, it now is dead to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's sad. It makes it hard to be excited, I think, in the same way.
Ooh, I leveled up.
Your listeners can feel like this. Please, let's be a hero. Fly with my heart. I walk into an empty room. Oh god, this is my throat's too soft for this. Sorry, joke about it.
I was just like, I'm just gonna let him go. Like, just, I'm not gonna.
I'm like that Rolling Stones song. If you stop
nice,
me up,
high notes there.
If you stop me up, I'll never stop. Actually, I'm like that other Rolling Stones song, Brown Sugar. Just kind of like brown sugar. It's nice in a cup of tea.
Yeah, brown sugar's alright. It has that kind of molassy flavor to it.
Yeah. Okay, says, haha, they're still trying to sell the Battlefront 2 PS4 bundles here. The price of the Slim did go back up to almost $300 again, though the Spider-Man bundle is $325 now. They'd have to pay me to get another copy of Battlefront 2. Time I sunk into that shit I put up with in the chat. You're part of the problem! Fuck you! You only heard about the problem after the game came out, and I owned it before that.
Well, I mean, and you are part of the problem. Not specifically that one, just all of them.
I'm part of the PewDiePie problem. I have watched his video at least once.
I have actually never watched a PewDiePie video.
The first one I ever watched, I watched it because he was the biggest thing in the world, and he was playing a 16-bit game, and every time a character walked into another character, he said, "I'm raping you, I'm raping you," and I knew he wasn't for me.
Yeah. Funny how that happens.
And then he got into trouble for that. Do you know, like, that's the second network he's basically, like, almost killed? Like, you know that PewDiePie is almost responsible for the collapse of Machinima, right? You ever heard this story?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, like, prior to that, it was a different set of scandals. You know what I mean? And everyone was like, "Oh, poor PewDiePie."
It was a better time, a more innocent time, when it was rape and not racism.
Poor little PewDiePie Johnson. On his way. He's just trotting down the street. "I'm off to do my little live streams," but in a Swedish accent. He's there, he's wearing lederhosen, which is not Swedish, but it completes the image, I think. Right. He's wearing his little lederhosen, trotting down the street, and he's like, "I'm gonna tell people what I really think about women and the blacks. There'll be no issues. Doopy doopy doop." But then the media got to him, John. That's what happened.
Yes, the media.
The media got to him.
What is this?
Get out of there, media.
What did you switch us to?
I put competitive on, because I thought, what the hell? Oh. Yeah, I want to do some competitive.
Wish you would have warned me about that. I'm like, whoa.
I have no idea what this mode is, by the way. What are we supposed to be doing?
It's the one death you're out, I think.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm out. But I got a death before it happened. Oh, no, I'm back in. Battlefront 2, not a great game.
Nope. Sure isn't. Where's business practice, though?
Sure, but it's one of those things where it is one of those rare games where not only do the business practices shitty, but they really do contribute to the game being bad.
I mean,
like I've been playing Hearthstone, and that's all loot boxes, but
sure,
it's fine. The game works despite that.
I mean, there's certain games where, like, the type of game, like, to me, like, almost excuses some of it.
Right, and I would agree. Collectible card games is one of them. Because everything you get from a pack in Hearthstone is a functioning and reasonable piece of Hearthstone.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is a playable, perfectly functional piece in the game. Whereas Overwatch, which is one of the better examples of unethical loot boxes, there's a lot of shit you get out of those loot boxes that you might as well just... You don't want them. You know, nobody wants the voice lines.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No one wants the graffiti, or not the graffiti, the icons.
Right. And the graffiti's borderline.
Yeah.
But you never go, "Oh, woo, graffiti!" and 2 voice lines.
Right.
Yay! That's where the gambling element comes in. When you get one of those loot boxes and it's all voice lines and icons, you've lost. They can say what they like about you always get something. But you don't get the thing everybody's getting loot boxes for.
Right. Oh my god. I can't believe I didn't get a kill there.
But in Hearthstone, unless you get something you've already got, and that still has some value, you never get nothing out of it. You're always getting a complete piece that functions in the game.
Right. Like, you and then, like, the things that, like, you never get, like, a card skin out of a pack, right? It's always a card.
Also, the game's free.
Right. I started playing more of that, actually. Once you start playing it, I thought, oh, I'll pick that back up again. It's fun.
It's recognition that I am a trendsetter.
It's a recognition that you can remind me of something that hasn't been popular in about 2 years.
Hey, it's still one of the more popular games on Twitch. I started playing it because I really enjoy playing Hex, but my last Hex stream got like 32 views, and I played for like 2 hours. I was like, you know what? As much as I like Hex, I can't sit here playing it forever and getting nothing out of it. You know, I just can't. So I was like, well, I will try Hearthstone then, because it's one of the most popular games on Twitch. It still hasn't been a huge success for me, because, you know, there's Dead and there's Oversaturated, and they're both crappy.
How?
But I was like, at least there's the potential of finding someone who wants to watch this, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which did not exist in Hex.
Yeah. I mean, it takes... There's certain things that just really need to... It takes a lot for them to pick up.
Well, they keep it quite quiet about it, but what I only found out... What made me jump ship was I did Hex at a different time of day, because I normally do it in the mornings,
Mm-hmm.
and I got some other Hex players in for the first time in ages, and they were basically saying Hex is basically dead
Right.
at this point. And I hadn't realized that. I thought it was just quiet, right? But apparently, around about the time I started playing it, they went out of business, basically. Almost.
Oh, really?
And they're in business enough to keep the game running, but it's in maintenance mode, which means nobody's working on the expansions. It's finished, the next expansion, but they don't have the money to basically implement it. So everything's designed, but they don't have like final art on the cards, and then there's always bugs, so they don't have the money to put it in. So essentially, the servers are just running in maintenance mode. They're running, but no changes have been implemented. You still go in and buy, which is a little cheeky actually. You still go in and buy packs and everything, but the game runs with no signification of the fact that it's essentially dead.
It's a little cheeky.
So a lot of the other players, a lot of the Hex players that exist have moved on to Artifacts. Yeah, and a lot of the viewers have moved on and things like that. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to go on an Artifact because I don't want to put down money to begin with. I don't want to. Maybe I'll play some Artifact, but I just figured Hearthstone's free in it, and I'm liking it. I currently find it too fast. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a
pace.
pace that you have to get used to, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's because it's on mobile, right? Like, even though it's on PC, you can tell that mobile was their baby. I think with PC as an option, because they don't want to do a Diablo Immortal for their World of Warcraft themed card game, you know. Don't you people have phones? You goons that paid to come to our fucking show? You PC-owning pricks?
I love that that's basically the tone for that whole thing. Just...
Right.
What, you goddamn Neanderthals?
People have said a lot about, entitled gamers and stuff like that, and getting angry before they even see the game, and they're so exclusionary to mobile games. I would agree with a lot of that if you didn't have to pay to go to BlizzCon.
Right.
If those people weren't paying to watch that announcement, I'd agree. But as far as I'm concerned, if you're paying to be in the show, to see the fucking show, you get to react. You get to react with disappointment.
Right.
I'll just, how dare everyone not own a $1,000 phone? Still with us, John? We lost you.
Oh, I'm here.
We have no John audio.
No, what? I'm here.
Oh! Hello, that might be me.
I think that's you. Oh, yep, we lost Owen due to a net problem. And he left. Well, everyone, while Owen tries to work out his issues, we're going. Can you guys still see and hear me? That's the important thing, right? 'Cause I'm the star. I'm the star of this show. But yeah, if you are still in the chat, let me know if you can still see and hear me. I'm gonna kill everyone with my stick. My whipping stick. My sticky stick. Oh, it's gone. My sticky stick is gone. Oh. Huh. Network issues apparently, but his stream is still going. Strange. Okay. But you can still see us both? Oh, jeez. Oh, and now he's... Yep, okay. Thank you, Tiny Bess.
Yep, you're still here. I am indeed. John!
Hello! Hello!
Hooray! So,
Owen's back!
It told me that you'd left my fire team and that the net prevented you from chatting, and then it kicked me out of Destiny, so I think it's a PSN issue.
Okay.
Because my stream never went anywhere. We'll see. Oh, and I'm dropping frames over on my stream again for a second.
Yeah, and I'm still in. It never kicked me.
So I think there's been something going on with... So a couple of days ago, my router went down, and there was no internet, and in the morning, it had reset itself back to, like, you know when you get your broadband company broadband for the first time, and it's got like a default router name and password. You know, it's got like Netgear password blah 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 blah. It had reset itself all to that, and ever since then, every time I've done a stream, it's been dropping frames periodically. And
well,
I think
I actually have the answer to your problem.
Oh yeah?
Gypsy Curse.
Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Huh.
So I'm gonna, at the end of the stream, I'm gonna reset my router, but I think what's been happening is, it's entirely possible my router's reset itself, and it might need rebuilding to get past that old, Puma glitch that used to affect the routers with that chip in. I don't know if I mentioned that before.
Yes.
That they patched or something. It's reset itself to factory settings. I'm gonna try and rebuild it, and hopefully that'll be good. Don't go into another match. I'll be back in just a moment. All right, send me an invite. I should be back. Excuse me, I'm burping in the mic. Enjoy that.
Oh,
Enjoy that lovely noise. You'll want it.
I'm now the fire team leader. Finally! My dreams! My dreams have come true! I'm now controlling a British man.
It's like Starship Troopers. We're going to ascend through the ranks from you know, basics to all these lovely things. Well, apparently my stream is supposed to still be running. But when I look at my own mixer, I see something from deep in the game. What's going on here? Sort it out, mixer.
Deep into the system? Are you seeing the code?
Sadly.
He's starting to believe. So you don't have either
weren't very good, were they?
You don't have Warmind or Curse of Osiris yet, right?
I don't have any DLC, but I am getting them.
Okay.
I'll probably have them by the end of the week.
I'm trying to see what we can do.
Because I played this again, and I was immediately like, I did the same thing I was doing with Destiny. I was like, yeah, when I'm far away from Destiny, all the news about Destiny bullshit makes me go, yeah, Destiny, fuck that game. And then I play it, and I'm like, I love Destiny. It's so good.
It's really stupidly fun.
Yeah. It's like you.
Right. I'm fun. And you're stupid.
You're fun to play with, Jonathan.
Anytime,
but your
boy.
DLC
Anytime.
Your DLC policies are ridiculous and expensive.
Yeah, well, if you want any more fun out of this, you better buy my annual pass.
Yeah, is that basically a Fortnite battle pass for Destiny?
I looked into it, and basically it gives you access to... there are some, like, gameplay stuff, like challenges and, like, leaderboard stuff. But
I found out, the only thing I know about it is the first thing you get from it, you have to have finished all of Forsaken to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyone who bought it who hasn't done that gets to sit there going, well, I'm sure glad I bought this.
But it seems like I mean, there are some gear stuff, but I think all the things you really want to play, you're getting with Forsaken. Like, for you and me, like, we don't necessarily care about the loot grind and the loot cycle and stuff like that, so that's basically what the annual pass is for.
You know what's, I mean, it's mildly embarrassing, but I'm going to say it anyway. Do you know how much I like Destiny? I'm at the point where I would buy unnecessary things for it. So like, if they released if they released a Destiny update that let me like play all the content from Destiny 1 in Destiny 2, I would buy it.
Oh yeah.
Right, like day one.
Oh, I think
Even if it costs,
I
like,
would
60
too.
pounds, I'd be like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
And I already own Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Just give me it integrated.
That would
Because I
be
still think they
nice.
should have done that. Yeah.
Or
They
it's
should have just released Destiny 2 as a you buy Destiny 2 and you have it. Put all of Destiny 1 in it.
Right. I mean that's what Hitman did. Like Hitman 2 came out and it comes out with all of Hitman 1.
Yeah, do it. Sure, it's not very well known, but do you remember Rebel Strike? It was Rogue Squadron 3, Rogue Leader 2 on the GameCube. So it was the sequel to Rogue Leader. Nobody knew it because nobody bought that fucking game because it was so unsuccessful. But it had the whole of Rogue Leader in it, co-op. So you could only play it co-op. You couldn't play it single player. But they had the whole of the previous game, which is one of the best GameCube games, but was single player only. They put the entire game in a co-op mode.
It's weird that they would force you to do co-op, though.
Right. You couldn't play it single player.
It's like, hey, everyone who doesn't have friends, fuck you.
Right. So it was absolutely a weird choice. Absolutely. But
I love how I have this weird, like, firebender doohickey on my forehead with this cloak I'm wearing.
You mean Avatar: The Last Firebender? That Firebender? Oh, I'm sorry. What other Firebenders are there? What am I talking about?
Oh, you know,
sorry,
the New Hampshire firebenders. You know,
of the Boston Firebenders.
Yeah.
Boston Firebenders sounds like a football team.
It's not far off. Well, it is. I mean, it's the New England Patriots, but.
Yeah, I am still having issues here. Hold on.
Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Okay. Oh my god,
there's so much more.
Did they make a grenade launcher like a primary weapon? Because I've been running into these guys who've just been like smoking me with grenade launchers, like no problem, and I'm.
Well, I am running around getting killed here. Trying to set up my stream because I'm not live right now. Having just a terrible time.
No. So, you know what? I'm okay with you having a terrible time. I'm not as hurt by that as I thought I'd be.
There we go. I seem to get back in the game. I will say this for Destiny. You can tell how much I've played this game because whenever I stop playing shooters, I'm normally atrocious. I'm still pretty bad. But I got okay at Destiny. But I'm actually achieving kills without being on my ultimate, like, top of my game. Oh, crap, no, I'm still dropping frames. What the hell is going on with my Wi-Fi lately?
Says, oh, but John, Owen's sick today. Yeah, well... That's what you get for having that's what you get for having socialized healthcare.
Another thing is, I found out recently that my internet bill actually didn't go out last month because I moved the account it was going out of. So they double billed me and gave me a late fee this month, right? But I haven't paid it yet. So, I'm wondering if this is like another penalty. Like, oh, he didn't pay his bill? Put him on the shit connection.
We don't actually have an official shit account, but it's there. It's there.
Right. We all know it.
Yeah, we all know. It's like... Oh my god.
But yeah, it has been really terrible since router reset, so I'm going to check it and see what's going on, because it's really starting to become an issue, actually.
That is something that always will
streams.
drive me nuts about this game, is turning the corner into a super, you know?
Right. Shield guy's the worst one.
Yeah. Sure is.
Yep. And he got me again.
Did they make I feel like they made those supers longer. Like...
Maybe.
Because, like, multiple times now I have... Oh, really?
Whoa! Popular today, Jonathan. Hey, we're getting to hear the call.
Nope.
Aww.
You know why? Because I have a new number, because I moved. I haven't given anyone that number yet. So whoever's calling...
Alright, see, you know it's no one good.
Right.
I still like that time we got your mum on the podcast. That was good.
Yeah. She was,
And, you know, once again.
she was internet obscure for a brief minute.
And once again, apologies for getting the episode wrong and not editing that out.
Oh, yeah. Because you were ever going to do that.
I genuinely meant to. And I know that I'm not just saying that because I forgot the episode we recorded, and then the week after, I spent like 2 hours trying to find it in the wrong episode.
That's alright. There was one time I wanted to clip something and put it on YouTube as like its own video. Spent forever looking for that, and realized I was one off. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to do it anymore. I don't even think it's that funny anymore. I was that upset.
I have been meaning to sort of put our old shows on like a regular listening schedule. Just sort of one a week to try and find bits to clip and put on the channel.
Like use the Premiere thing?
So I think that'd be fun. Yeah, a little bit. Well, no, I mean just listen to them myself and find bits I want to cut out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But premiering a few would be fun, I think.
Yeah. I think it'd be kind of fun to do them again as like a regular thing. Just regularly scheduled every week, like on Wednesday or something like that. Premiere an old episode. So people understand what this show used to be, you know. I mean, I make it sound like, oh, it was so much better back then, but no, it was just a different feel to the show.
Right, well, I mean, it's gone from being a show to sort of a broad project.
Right. It's become a movement.
Right.
Biscuits is now more of an idea than a show. It's a... I mean, honestly, at this point, it's a religion. Right? Biscuits is a way of life.
Damn straight. I am dropping frames. I'm actually just going to have to finish up soon on the stream.
Okay.
On my end, it's just dropping too much.
No problem.
And I kind of need to figure out why it's doing that.
Oh, fuck off. So I'm going to throw another question out to the chat. If there's anyone there, because I'm not really paying attention. Sorry. But I might stream again tonight, or else pretty early tomorrow, which will most likely be a solo stream. And I'm debating of what I want to play. If I'm going to play more Destiny, Nier Automata, or more Spider-Man. So if
Have you
guys
finished
have
that
any...
DLC yet?
Huh? I have not finished that DLC.
You finished that DLC yet?
Nope.
See, I found them pretty comfortable single-sitting DLCs, you know?
Right. So, yeah, if you guys have an opinion on that, I'm more than willing to take you into consideration.
Tiny Bit Secret says Spider-Man
Spider-Man! The Spider-Mans!
does whatever a Spider-Man can.
Yes.
The Spider-Mans. That sounds like a sitcom.
Yeah. Oh, old, Seymour Spitterman.
Speaking of Spider-Man, in our next episode of the podcast, we might be discussing well, do you know, it's not really fair to call it a Spider-Man related project, is it? At this point.
Oh.
We may be discussing something Spider-Man adjacent.
Spider-Man adjacent. Yeah. I plan on taking a look at that over my weekend here.
We've kidnapped an actual Spider-Man.
we kidnapped Tobey Maguire.
That's not. Oh, well, that's what I was gonna say. All right, I'm actually gonna have to call it a day there because
yeah,
you know,
I'm gonna call it here as well
nuts.
because I am actually super hungry. I did not eat on my way home from work, and I am really, really hungry.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
So
Gotta get your food, Joe.
yeah, my tummy is a rumbling. So yeah,
Aww.
tomorrow
Almost makes you like
I
you when
do
you say it
plan
like
on. I plan on streaming tomorrow. It won't be at the same time as Owens.
Tomorrow, I plan on streaming tomorrow.
You good?
Sorry, I just enjoyed the way you said it twice before you said it, and then it was nice. I like being reminded of Little Orphan Annie, Jonathan. Is that a crime? Is that a crime?
I'm just gonna, every time you invite me on your stream, I'm just gonna start doing everything I can to like undermine it. Just it's
You already
now
do
my
that.
goal.
Well, you've always done that.
All right, that's fair. That's true.
The first time you, the first time you ever appeared on my channel was on the Channel Against Day. We reran it, and you were doing it right from the beginning. I did a thing where you said, "Yeah, I'll help you do a thing," and we were digging a tunnel, and I went back and looked behind me, and you've been laying all the dirt blocks I've been knocking out of the tunnel back up behind me. So I had to do it all again. It was the first thing you ever did joining a stream with me. Do you remember that?
It's starting to come back to me. Oh, memories. Good times, right? You and me digging tunnels. Yeah. Nothing. Ah, the days of salad and glory. Just.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to those days? We should do that again. You want to go build a tunnel?
Do you want to build a tunnel? No.
No.
Not with you, not ever.
Aw, hurt my feelings. Am I not a good tunnel builder?
No, that's right. You're not.
Oh, I can learn.
Oh. Oh.
I promise I can do better. Just give me a chance. Put me in, coach. I'll build that tunnel. I'll build it right up. Or right out. Right down? Left?
Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Yes.
I'm out of here on my stream. Bye.
right. Bye, Owen.
I'm
Now
still
that
here.
he's gone.
No, I'm still in your stream. I'm still
Oh,
in the
that's
party.
right. Damn it. Technology. No, I will be getting out of here myself, everyone. Thank you for watching. And yeah, tune in tomorrow. Roughly, I'm guessing probably like 11 o'clock Central Time, a.m. Shooting to stream. And hello, Aesthetic. Thank you for dropping in. Unfortunately, you got us right at the end of the stream. But make sure you like and
Yep, you
subscribe.
did.
And you can tune in tomorrow to see me play Spider-Man. The DLC, Turf
For a
Wars.
fool.
And I'll be
Yeah.
playing that by myself. Owen will not be with us for that one. But if you haven't, make sure you go check out Owen's channel, which is youtube.com/Owen Adams.
Yep, that is it.
Yep. And that's going to do it for us. Thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, have a good one.
Bye.